In 2001, the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire captivated millions across the world. The tension, the thrill, and the pressure. It was the perfect setup for any contestant to chase their dream. But for one contestant, Charles Ingram, his dream would come at a price. A price that involved deception, manipulation, and a cunning system of cheating that no one could have expected. Charles Ingram seemed like the perfect contestant. A former Army major, intelligent, poised, and ready to take on the £1,000,000 prize. But as he advanced in the game, something strange began to happen. Each time he hesitated, struggling to make a decision, an odd series of coughs would ring out from the audience, each timed perfectly to help him choose the right answer. It would seem like nothing more than a coincidence at first. But in reality, this was the key to the deception that would soon unfold. To understand how this system worked, we must first take a look at the key players involved. Charles, his wife Diana, and fellow contestant in the studio, Tequin Whittock. What seemed like innocent coughs during the show was, in fact, a carefully orchestrated system designed to manipulate the game. The plan was simple but ingenious. Charles would read all 4 multiple-choice answers aloud, something contestants typically do when they need a little extra time to think. But for Charles, this wasn't just about buying time. This was the signal that the system was in motion. Once Charles read out the answers, the plan was for either Diana, sitting in the audience, or Whittock, to cough after Charles spoke the correct answer. The coughing wasn't random, it was a premeditated signal. Diana and Whittock would cough to indicate the right choice, always making sure that Charles knew which answer to select. The timing was everything. By ensuring that he read all the answers first, Charles allowed his conspirators the time they needed to signal him. It was a simple but devious way to cheat the game. It wasn't long before eagle-eyed viewers started noticing the pattern. Why was Charles pausing so long after reading the answers? And why did the coughs always seem to occur just as he was about to make his decision? What initially appeared to be innocent behavior quickly began to look suspicious. The show's producers and officials couldn't ignore it for long. They launched an investigation, scrutinizing the footage, and soon, the truth began to unravel. As the investigation progressed, the producers examined the tapes frame by frame, isolating the coughs. It became apparent that the timing was no accident. This was a well-rehearsed system. They realized Charles wasn't simply pausing for thought. He was waiting for the coughs to signal him. What appeared to be random background noise was, in fact, a carefully coordinated attempt to cheat. And it wasn't just Diana involved. Tequin Whittock, another contestant, had also been helping to orchestrate the signals. Whittock's role in the scheme was as crucial as Diana's. A seasoned quiz expert, Whittock was more than capable of knowing when the correct answer was coming. His coughs, timed just as meticulously as Diana's, were part of the same coordinated plot. With Whittock and Diana working in tandem, they ensured that Charles would never falter when it came to answering the questions. What was once a thrilling, competitive game show became, for Charles Ingram, a stage for a well-planned scam. The revelation of the scheme sent shockwaves through the public. What was once seen as a fair competition had been exposed as a carefully crafted deception. Charles Ingram, once a respected contestant, now found himself at the center of one of the most high-profile cheating scandals in television history. The fallout was immediate. Charles was stripped of his £1,000,000 prize, and both he and Diana faced charges of conspiracy to defraud. Whittock, too, was implicated in the plot, and his involvement would forever stain his reputation. In the courtroom, the consequences were clear. Charles Ingram was found guilty of conspiracy to cheat, and the court ruled that he would forfeit all his prize money. Diana, too, faced charges, as did Whittock. Their actions would forever mark them as part of one of the most audacious cheating scandals in television history. For the Ingrams, the dream of winning a life-changing sum of money had turned into a nightmare they couldn't escape. Though time has passed since the scandal, the legacy of the Ingram affair still looms large in the world of game shows. The name Charles Ingram is forever linked to one of the most shocking acts of cheating in television history. What should have been a moment of glory for the Ingrams became their downfall. A story of greed, deceit, and a carefully executed plan to cheat the system. In the aftermath of the infamous Who Wants to Be a Millionaire cheating scandal, the accomplice, Tequin Whittock, took a unique and unexpected step to protect his name from being exploited in ways that could further tarnish his reputation. Concerned that his name might be used to market products or services in an attempt to capitalize on his controversial fame, Whittock filed for a trademark on his own name, specifically to stop it from being associated with any commercial products, including a particularly odd use, cough medicine. Whittock's legal team worked swiftly to ensure that no company could legally produce a cough remedy under his name, possibly tying it to the infamous coughing scandal that had irrevocably linked him to deceit. This preemptive move highlighted Whittock's desire to control how his name was perceived and used in the public eye, protecting it from being reduced to a marketing gimmick in an industry that thrives on notoriety. And so, the question remains, how many more secrets are hidden behind the scenes? How many other contestants have cheated their way to victory, undetected? The Charles Ingram scandal may have been uncovered, but it leaves behind a chilling question. How far would you go for $1 million? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into scams, mysteries, and the unbelievable stories hiding in plain sight, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.